I think the cake's a lie. Hello guys, I'm King Happy, welcome back to the Kingdom, and today we're going to be doing some practical pixel art, I hope. And if we just go down here, the pixel art we're planning to do is actually on the surface of this. Originally I wanted to cover it with mycelium, but you also need lighting for that as well. There you are. So this whole area has to be lit up, and it's a rather big area, and I want to do this with hidden lights, and also want to do a gigantic scale pixel art on this. And now I'm a person that has never done pixel art before, never, ever, and I want to do it on about 270 stacks of wool to do this sort of pixel art size. And as it's such a big area, I want to light it up, and so I've got some testing to do with the lighting today, and I'll show you the results of that only. And I've got some problems with these snapshots actually. We're on 41B now. 41A tried to corrupt my world, and 40B also tried to corrupt my world. I built a ice machine, and every time I turned the ice machine on, it crashed out the server and destroyed the client. So there has been a lot of bugs in the last few ones, which is why I'm very wary at the moment. I hadn't even played for a few days because I'm so worried about this world being corrupted, and I don't really have any recent backups other than a couple of episodes ago, and I've done quite a lot in that time, about 30 hours work, so I don't really want to revert if I don't have to. But I've been looking at textures, and the anvils are in this part now, and I'll just show you this down here because it's rather funny. I'm partway through rebuilding my texture pack for this new items, and the annoying thing is that the item is on the terrain picture rather than as an item in its own, which is a bit of a flaw, which means I've had to edit it in, and I haven't really started doing it. As you see, these are anvils here, 1, 2, 3, and I've only done the top line of it. I'm having to transpose every single pixel from a 16-bit to a 256-bit picture, which is a ginormous amount of pixels each time. And I've just about gone back. I decided, this is a long time to do these ones. It's a lot of pixels. It's 4 squares worth on it. So that's 16 times 16 times by 4. That's the amount of pixels you have to transpose onto the main one, which is a lot of time. It took me 2 days just to redo some of the potato animations, so they start to look okay now, but there you go, they're very time consuming. And today what I hope to do with the lighting, if I just show you here, I'm going to have the wall, I'm going to have oak leaves and either lamps or just normal glowstone. And what I want to have it is so that there's no light going directly up, so disturbing the picture. So I'd row like that, if that's keep going that way, and then it will have to go down one, so you'd have wool on the floor here, and then it will go up one again, and then I have wool on here, and then this will be the next layer. So the picture from the top won't be transposed at all. You have the wool on this side as well, but then under here I want to put some lighting so that the light hopefully shines through it but doesn't actually disturb anything. So that's what I'm planning to do today. So I'm going to look at some distances for light to travel from these ones and play around with that, and I'll be back with you with the results. Okay, welcome to test world. I set up a nice little trap. This is a water world, so there's nothing else can spawn at all apart from in here. And just looking at the light level here, the light levels are calculated from the head. So here at the moment it says it's 14 because you're right next to the lamp, and this is on the head part. But if you then stand, so if you just say you're there, now it says 13 with the BL value in the top left hand corner next to planes. So this is actually the head value, so that's 13, and as you move one way in any direction it will reduce by 1, so this one says 12, and then if you stand here it says 11, but that means that on the floor it's 12, and so on. And what I've done down here is set up 2 rows so that they give out equal lighting levels, so you have the same number on each one. So basically I'm going to test at which point do they stop spawning, and every time I'll then block off that amount. So if they spawn in 4, then I know they spawn in 4 and less. I know the spawn algorithm's a bit different from that, but if they just stop spawning together, then I know it's a safe light level. So say if they stop spawning, if they spawn in 4, then I'll cover up all the way in here and knock off the signs. And then if they spawn here still, I'll knock off the next one, and so on until they stop spawning. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. It's going to take me a little while probably to make sure it's safe. I'll be back with you with the results. And welcome back after a lot of testing and consultation with the wiki. And this is why you do testing on these things, especially the snapshots, because the wiki is not actually correct at the moment on some of the things for lighting. But I do concur that mobs will spawn in light level 7 or less. So basically this whole thing has to be light level 8 or more. And I've been playing with some designs, and this is one of them. This isn't the one I wanted really, but if we just get F3 up here. So on our BL value we go up to 8 here. So these red markers here is where the maximum distance we can have this. So if we did this design, then between each little hump, to keep everything lit up, we could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on one side, and then 3 on the other. So basically every 8 spaces I'd have to have a step up. Or the other way, I really wanted to do this so that you wouldn't see the light from above, not the lamps anyway. This way you would have the black one, so you'd have 2 less, so basically you'd have 1 every 6. And as I've got to go about 75 on each side, I don't know if I'll go all the way to the edge doing the step ups. I think I have to go around the towers and things. But say I'm going to do every 6 would be 10 step ups, so the middle bit would be 10 higher than the outside. I guess that's okay. I'm going to do some playing with it, but I've made some designs, and I've come up with one that I really like. One of these things with Photoshop, the spiral things are quite hard to do in it, and they're very temperamental, but I come up with some designs I liked, and we're going to be mapping out some of them today, and hopefully getting some of the wall. I won't be able to get all of the wall because I need over 200 stacks, well, over 270 stacks of wall really, and I just don't have that many, so I'm marking it out with things like dirt and stuff as well. It's mostly a red and black pattern, and we may edit it, but I'm going to go on to my world now and start this off and see how it goes. Okay, so very embarrassingly, this circle was done wrongly when I did it first of all. When I was doing it, I obviously went along and counted like that way, and then carried around the corners the same way, but it doesn't work like that. My first time of doing big circles, so I thought I'd check it before I carried on with this, and I remodelled it all the way around, and it means this pillar is out of line, that pillar's fine. We're going to move this whole thing now, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move it all that way by 2 blocks, including all of that under there. It's going to be a huge amount of work, but I've got to do that, and then I've mapped out circles the same diameter, but then reducing by 6 every time, so that every 6 I'm going to be going up 1 layer, or at least I think the first 6 will be, well, the first 1 6 or 2 6 will be just holding the pillar, and then it will start going upwards. Once I map out all the circles first, put some torches down so these things don't keep spawning because they are very aggravating, making this a very long ordeal. So I'm going to move this, and I'll get back to you after some circles are done. Okay, so I mined the pillar out, managed to salvage 3 stacks of obsidian, and I'm going to wait for that to go down now. And this is the centre, the new centre. This means it's got to be moved across like 2 that way, and it's also got to be moved 2 that way. So the whole thing has to change, including the bottom bit, which I can't touch until that lava dissipates. But I think while it's not going to go down while I'm around here, or only when I'm around here, but as a break from this, I've mapped out what I'm going to do so far. Each pumpkin here is where each round circle will be. So this is the centre one. The mobs are getting on my nerves, that's why I'm trying to map out the lights. And I'm going to do rings every single pumpkin. So there's a good number of rings to do. They can go away. And what I think we'll try now, as get my mind off this for a bit, is we're going to try and make some efficiency 5 pickaxes, as they're now back in the game with our invisible anvils. And we're going to go and make our Haste 2 beacon in the end. And we're going to see how quickly we can mine some obsidian, just for fun. Because I haven't seen it yet, and I'd like to try it. So it's got a long way to go down already. Luckily I didn't build it up that high, and luckily I didn't do the other ones. I'm very glad about that. So yeah, I'll see you when we try and make some pickaxes. And yep, come back to the end, and as people foretold, the villager is here still. There's 2 of them. Did they duplicate? Oh, I think he duplicated. Either that's extreme chance, or he's just duplicated himself. Huh. Is this a way of breeding villagers here? We will test this. There you go. We'll follow you. We're going to try this very briefly. My sound on my speaker is not on my headset, so that's why the sound might sound a bit funny, if you can hear it or not. We'll try this very quickly, and then we'll get on to making some pickaxes. Now I was going to bring it to the end, because I need to get the enchantment level at the same time. So you got to come out of that, and you got to go into the end portal. Please behave, unlike your friend when he didn't behave before. Out you go. Come on. Okay, pause until I get him there, because I know it can take a while. Okay, I think I can get him in now. So in you go, there you go. And now we go back. And just get rid of that bit. Yep. And we'll see if he's down there. If the duplicate, then there should be 3 of them. Nope, there's just 2 of them. Now, I am thinking it may have been a bug in the previous snapshot, which allowed it to happen, but it's weird that they're both here with the same oh, there is! Oh, this is funny. Oh, this is the village duplicator. Is that being serious? Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun, everyone. Okay. Okay, I'm going to make a few more villages and put them here just for the fun of it. Just in case they fix it. Because I want to put these over there at some point to see if they can spawn iron golems. And then we'll make some pickaxes, so back in a bit. Okay, so I've got made a efficiency 5. I was recording, I thought, but perhaps wasn't on. So here's my invisible anvil, mostly, and we made our Obsidian Slayer. And I hope I spelled that right. There we are, so Dinnerbone there. And we'll go back. We're going to make the beacon bigger now, so we can get the Haste 2. Because that's what we want to see if the effects stack. They should do, but we'll just check and see how fast mining obsidian is with efficiency 5. I don't think I've ever used an efficiency 5 actually. I don't remember back that far. But there you go. And before the bit that I thought I recorded, I was looking at the villagers, and we'll show you that now. I don't know what that is. Something hits me when you get there, and it's only happened in a snapshot. You just get hurt half a heart for some reason. I don't know why. It must be lag between chunks. Don't understand. Well, a bit lag there. Probably because we get into here. What I've done is being a little bit sneaky. I put a door, because villagers actually see doors as proper villages, it seems. All these ones down here have just been made, duplicated, and then as there's a door up next to the portal, there's 2 actually, they then get attracted towards the village and they run up here and they all accumulate up there, and then lots of them just randomly walk into the portal. You can see how many there is now. I'll turn the sound back on. Yeah, there's quite a lot of them here, so in theory, they may spawn an iron golem. I don't know if they will. There isn't really enough space to spawn one. I made a little hole here just in case, but there's a very small chance of them spawning in there. I might let them free and see if they spawn one out there. Just put like some doors out there in a little village. I have to do some testing. No, there is a possibility of making an iron farm in the end, so that they would spawn them, they would drop down, fall straight through the portal, and then you would have waterways going from the portal, so that when they walk off the platform there, they would then go into waterways and then be directed up here and then funneled back into here. So basically it'll be an infinite exponential growth of iron farm, and then you could funnel them off. Would be a huge abusing of the system, and I bet you will be edited very quickly on the next snapshot. That's why I'm not going to play with it. But I did want to see if they would just spawn iron golems naturally in here, because I want them to fight the Enderman, like I said I wanted to happen probably in about episode 30. Yeah, a long time ago, about a month ago it seems. So yes, we're going to just break through here. Bit of lag from all these villagers. Bit weird. Okay, so put that back. And I said before, I think snow golems will work exactly the same as the iron golems. You can hear the Enderman. Doesn't mean he's on me, does it? Okay, so we've got to scout out a pillar, or two pillars or something that are close together. These two look pretty good. If I can look up, that pillar's a big one. Thing is, you got to get it so that it's within the 40 block height. So build the biggest one, then it has to be probably about halfway up. So I'm going to do that now, and we'll have a little play with it, with the, where it is, there, Obsidian Slayer and beacon. So yeah, I'll build that. I'm back in a sec. Okay, I thought you might want to see this. I'm going to let these villagers out, and we'll see what happens. And I'll put a door out here as well, so that they see it as an area. And we'll put it over, because we're going to be picking those pillars there, I think, to put there. And here they come. Oh, only a few of them at the moment. I'll go get the other door as well, because there's two doors there, so the centre of the village is around the middle. So let's get this one, and we don't need them. There we are. And if I can run over there, see if they'll come over. Not too interested. Oh, one's killed itself. I never really designed them to be villager proof. Yeah, we'll see what happens there. I'll leave them there for a while and put this back. But yeah, I'll be back with you when the beacon's done, and you can finally see how good Efficiency 5 Haste 2 actually is. Okay, on goes beacon. Oh. Okay, so we need to get a iron bar, and we can get the iron bar, and we can do a couple of bits of testing. It's been suggested by someone I know that I should be doing just a normal pickaxe and seeing the difference between that and the efficiency 5, and also I'm going to look at the efficiency 4 as well. So we're going to go down and make a pickaxe quickly, but if we look on our thing, we've got our haste. We should be, or we're miles within range. If we're up here, we're at 84 down there. If it's less than 42, then we're a bit in trouble. Let's see, we've got load space there. So let's make a normal pickaxe now, and we have a quick try down here, and then I'll get some proper mining done. So this is a on everything pickaxe. So we just count roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, say about 9 seconds. So then we go into efficiency 4. 1, 2, 3, about 3 seconds, and then we go on to efficiency 5. 1, 2, about 2.5. So that's about 4 times as good as the original, I guess. It is a bit faster than normal, quite a bit. So it probably does make sense to build a whole platform just to do that. But yeah, look how fast the pickaxe is moving. That looks good. But yes, I think I will be going to the top of one of these platforms and just mining downwards, and should carry quite a lot of obsidian. So I'll try and do both of these pillars. Might take me a little while, and then I'll get back to you after that. Okay, so on request of Phil, another Phil, he thought it'd be a good idea if I timed this and gave you a quick estimate. I did mine a whole bit down there. It was about 40-ish blocks. So I'm going to put a timer on and do a rough calculation. So I'll start it now, and we go down. There we are. So it takes about a minute and a bit, I think, to do a whole pillar of this, or a whole bit, I'd say that. And I hope I'm on the right pickaxe. We'll check in a sec, and if it isn't the right pickaxe, then we'll compare it. A bit of lag coming down. Although in 55, as the block glitch is still in effect, the ones where you derp tower downwards and you get stuck, it is seriously still in the game, really badly, and that's with just efficiency 4. With efficiency 5, you probably don't want to even play with it. So we're nearly there, and at the moment we're on about 45 seconds, so this is pretty quick. I think this is the efficiency 5. And 51, 55, 6, and 59, 60. 60 exactly, basically. A couple of seconds of me not pressing it, sort of thing. But that's 29. So it's about 1 every 2 seconds. We'll go for that. 1 every 2 seconds. Which is pretty good. And we'll just check this. So I want to check this with Haste. And just mine a bit of endstone quickly. If I can pick a bit that's not going to be too obtrusive. As you can see, it's much faster than normal. It's pretty much instant. If you go to efficiency 4, you see it's a bloom, bloom, bloom. So the efficiency 5 is definitely does still make a difference, whereas the normal one, you can really tell the difference. So that's a nice little thing to know there. But I'm definitely going to go mine a few of these pillars. If that takes a minute to do each bit, there's about, I don't know, 15 pieces, so about 15 minutes to do a whole thing. So 15 minutes to do half a stack each go, times 15. Is that going to be like 400 obsidian in 15 minutes? Cool, I'll go check that. I won't time it, but I'll do that, and I'll get back to you with the results. Okay, pillar number 1's gone. And that was just over 3 stacks of obsidian. Not as much as I thought. I'll do this one now, very quickly. And I don't think any other ones are in range. I don't know. That one is, but it's got lava on it. I'll have a little look. So I'll be back once I've done the other one, at least. Okay, so I mined a few more pillars, and I just mined a massive one. It was 816 obsidian. It was a big, chunky one. No, that's where it was. I don't think I'm been mining any more of these today. Just a note, I've now been recording this episode for about 5 days now, so I'm kind of losing perspective a bit. And at this point I did my iron farm testers, which you would have seen already. And it's how much obsidian I have laying here at the moment. I really have got quite a lot. There you go. And that's how much the pick's left. So I'm going to leave this pick here, I think, because that's my obsidian slayer. And I still hope I spelled that right. I think I did. But I'm going to go back to the overworld now, and as I stop being distracted by all these bits, I'm going to spend a good few hours now doing my circles on this bit here. And then I'll get back to you with that. So I want to try and wrap this one up as much as I can. I'll do this circles, and I think we'll probably end it after that. So just a couple more minutes probably. It's probably a really weird time span on this one, but I'd like to note, I did the live stream on the weekend, and I did a live stream of 10 hours and 20 minutes actually, doing a CTM map, and I'm about halfway through that now. And I will be doing that again this weekend. So the weekend of about the 21st, 20th. So about then I'll be doing another live stream. Depending on how many people want me to finish the map that live stream, I'll have a go. We're pretty well prepared on it. But I'm going to stop this now and get back to doing this. So I'm going to do each circle, and then I'm probably going to Well, I won't move them on the pillars, that's going to take forever. No, that's been going down for ages, even when I've been here. That's what they're going to look like. So eventually I will do that at some point, probably between episodes one day, when I'm exactly sure that all of them are in the right position, because they are going to take a huge effort. But I'll get back to you now when all these circles are done. But just before I do that, I remembered on my live stream a lot of people asked me about my PayPal link to the donations. I know a couple of people were interested, and I now fixed that so it does work. I've been told it works now, so just a pointer there. Just a couple of people were asking me on the live stream. So I'll get back to you when this is, hopefully all the circles are done. It's going to be a lot of time. Well, it took me long enough. I had to rejig a couple of things. The Endermen were a pain, but hopefully this gives you some sort of idea of the scale we're working on. That's one of the pillars. I need to move that one. You can see it's only just starting to die down. It's still going to go all the way underwater still. So even though I've been there for hours, it's still not even workable there. But yeah, I'm going to have 4 that size. One there, one there, one there. And now I'm going to put down all these lights. I want to use pumpkins because they're cheaper, but glowstone would look better. And the problem is with glowstone, they're a uniform light, whereas pumpkins, you only get the highest brightness out the front of the face, which is a bit annoying, especially on the circles. I don't know if it's going to work exactly correctly, but we'll have a little go. I think we might have to do pumpkins on the flat bits and then glowstone on the round bits. Still needs a good, well, I used about 60 stacks of, about 60 stacks of soil or so. About that, roughly. And the whole area is about 270 stacks, so it makes sense. I had to keep going back for more, so I wasn't really counting. But yeah, it's a lot of glowstone, or even pumpkins, that's a lot. So I do want to look at having a pumpkin farm, a large-scale industrial one, like our farm over there. But that's a little reward for watching to the end. I know it's been a bit of a, well, it has for me anyway. And I'd like to finish, so test how many people are watching to the end. I got an answer back from Seth Bling, and I told him to pass the iron farm thing along to Dinnerbone so you can fix it. Because even though it's a nice thing to have, it's incredibly overpowered, and my concern was that basically you can crash a server out within 10 minutes. And I could see that being a very fundamental problem going forward. So he said back that he passed it along and that Dinnerbone's fixed it for the next snapshot, which is good. Now it's a bit of fun playing around with that, but while you still have it, you can play with it, and if you don't upgrade to the next snapshot, you can still play with it. It will still work. And if you want to collect up some iron for your single players or whatever else, yeah, it's a good thing to do it now. But there you are. I think we'll end it there. And from the Sky Fortress, I bid you farewell. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time, guys.